I hope you're grateful for the amount of work I put into it. My mom and I have lugged boxes up and stairs all day. But I have my Phantom Mara shirt on. I have my Slytherin pendant ready to go. I have my socks that say Muggle on them. I am ready to go. Welcome to Maeve rates her and yes, I look like a milkmaid. Yes, it's cute. We're not going to talk about it. Actually, we are, 'cause it's cute. The reason this is happening is because you so kindly sent me the Percy Jacksons, because I read the first one and then read halfway through the second, saw the movie and gave up. So since I've recently finished the first one, I figured might as well dive into my YA. We've talked somewhat about this, but I figured I'd make a video ranking them. So I finally found the right box, because oh my god, it's been a day. So first we're gonna start off with the honorable mentions. That includes It's a Gem, literally, a gem book that I was obsessed with in 3rd grade. So this makes it in. All the Roald Dahl books, because they were wonderful. And fucking The Amazing Book is Not on Fire, because if anything says middle school, it says goddamn book, right? Okay, let's start off with, hey, you've been telling me to read this book. I told you I had it. Actually, I'm gonna text you right now, Meta, and see. Look what I found. We're gonna start off with just like standalone or similar author books. The first one is The Two Princesses of Bamar by Gail Carson Levine, because it's about two princes. I would rate this like, I don't know, an 8 out of 10, pretty good. Yes. Oh, it's gonna ruin my room again. Ugh. This falls under an author, the Wendy Mass books. This one, The Candy Makers, is so good. I really would recommend it. I don't know if you might have read it, but I don't know. It's about the candy maker's son and a competition to see who will get the chocolate factory or whatever. It's so good. Oh, I love this book. Every Soul Star is also fine, but the other one's more fun. Wendy Mass as a whole, I'll give like a 7 out of 10 or like a 5 out of, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna judge it on would I read it again. So no, but loved it. No, but loved it. Yes, would read again. Half read again. Next up, Mold. We have Mold is what's next. Hi neighbor, what's up? Don't mind me, just stacking things you cannot see. Coming in honorable mentions, we have Kissing Doorknobs by someone. It's a book about OCD. This is from the high school. And when I was in one of the grade, I think it was 5th grade, I don't remember. My librarian, since I was the best reader, she was like, hey, this is from the high school, let me know like if it's appropriate or like if it's good. And this is about like teens smoking, getting pregnant, getting abortions, like OCD, all this intense shit. And I told my teacher, maybe we shouldn't be reading this. And she said, keep it. Don't tell anyone. So I still have it. So ranking series. First is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I had them all. I think I gave them all away except this one. I would rate it would read again, kind of for the meme now, out of 10. Sunglasses or boobs. I think it was very inventive to have like the style of like words, like it's a diary. I thought that was very cool and meta. Next is A Series of Unfortunate Events. Obviously this is not all of them. This is only 3 of them. I have the second, The Miserable Mill, and The Slippery Slope, which isn't the last one because the last one's 13. The books are great. I just love the world they created. I love how grim it is. I think the Netflix adaptation does a really, really good job of it. So I'm gonna give these, I didn't finish them, so I can't rank them that high. That's also just because I was lazy, I think. But I love the story. So this comes in at a 3rd of my most favorite series. I think there's another box of my Hunger Games and Divergent books. I'm gonna say these rank higher than both of them, so they're just not gonna be in there. I'm so sorry. Coming in at 3rd, and it's a very high 3rd, is Maximum Ride. These books are incredible. It's so badass and so just intense. This is the first one. I don't know how many there are actually. I have 3 of them. I think there's more. I just think it's so badass. This girl is so badass and I wanted to fly like my whole life, and I still do. Like having wings was my dream. So she was so cool. I loved Maximum Ride so much. I really think now that I had a massive crush on her, which we all should because she's amazing. But yeah, this is a high 3rd. Coming in at 2nd, you guessed it, Harry Potter, because I was very obsessed. If you couldn't tell, I don't know why you couldn't. I was very obsessed. Like this, okay, we're gonna walk you through these. This is the making of all the Harry Potters, and this was like an $80 book about how everything was made. It's a posters book, heroes and villains, that I never took any posters out of because I was too afraid to ruin it and misuse them. This was a postcard book that are just like postcards that I could actually like probably send people now, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to ruin the book. Another poster book, which again, I think I used like 1 out of, but I have all all of them. I have Quidditch Through the Ages. I had Fantastic Beasts and Where Them Find Them way before it was a movie, and no, I've not watched the movie yet. I have Tales of Beetle and Bard. I have all of them, and I've read all of them. I, of course, have the 7 books. I also want to point out that I support these books. I do not support the transphobic beliefs of the author. The reason this comes in second is because I think it's very rereadable. I think the story is so well constructed and the world is so deep. While I have some problems with not great parts about it, I love the characters so much. This was truly a formative part of my middle school, my 5th, 6th grade, and then middle school experience. So I would be wrong if I did not put this second. How did I do this? That's gonna be a later problem. So coming in at first place is the warrior cats. Don't worry, this is only 1 stack. We got this. Oh no, oh no. We have this many of them. So, as you can tell, I was very obsessed. I couldn't put it in order now. I cannot describe to you the impact that warrior cat had on my life. And I know I was obsessed with cats, so like that's part of it. I just think it was so well put together. And like she could write. I'm sure there's even more of them out now. She made such a world that was so cool, and like I honestly don't remember. There's like, I'm not sure remember if there's magic involved or not, but there's different layers, and like it was truly tragic when some of these cats died. There's some of the offshoots like Blue Star's Prophecy or Firestar's Quest or Sky Clan's Destiny. Like these are all so sad. I think they're so well constructed for a story about cats. So they technically are number 1 because the next one I don't super count as YA. So technically Warrior Cats is the top, in my opinion, the top YA novel that series that I have read. However, I think the best YA constructed series of all time is the Ransom Riggs Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. It's so clever and so like witty and dark, and there's so much dust in my room. They're so cool and I really think you should read them. Don't watch the movie. The movie is pure shit, but it's so dark and cool, and the lore that he created is so cool. Ransom Riggs. I have to say the best intricacy of lore and just so cool is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I hope you've enjoyed that, Phoebe. My room is absolutely destroyed. You cannot see it, but it's so dirty because I filmed this in the day I shot another one because I pulled the wrong box up by accident. I know there's another box of books downstairs. However, I cannot be fucked again anymore because I've done this for like 3-4 hours at this point, and I'm just so tired of doing it. Not talking to you, but just like lugging boxes up and downstairs because I'm very weak. So my muggle socks and I say goodbye, and we'll see you next week. Bye!